And welcome to some more 7 Days to Die, and this is Alpha 17.2. So I thought I would finish off testing my bases in the new Blood Moon Horde zombie AI and see how they work out. And we're going to start off with this. Okay, they're coming. This melee base to see how that works, and we're going to transition into the quad. Let's see if I can bash them here. Alright, the quad ramp one, and we're also going to do probably the deep underground and the Hotdog base, though, and see how those ones turn out with the new zombie AI. Okay, so he gets. Let's start the god mode so they don't actually kill me, because I don't think I have any particular good armor here. So obviously what we're looking for is to see if is to see if there's anything bad happening with the AI. Oh yeah. Alright, so we do see them run down here and fall down. And one of the changes that I see immediately is that they are doing a lot more aggro raging on the walls here. Now, I mean, that's not necessarily terminal. Okay, go down. Let's switch this one. It's not necessarily terminal because there are so many of these blocks here, but of course there will be additional damage that will have to be. Why is he beating there? I should have killed him, but that was really weird. Why was he beating this one when I'm standing here? Anyway, so you can see they are really getting pissed off at these sides. As long as they don't take out the pillars, it's fine. I guess they could be. Go away. But yeah, I mean, I think that it works. So our game stage is 600, and I have 32 concurrent zombies. So there's a lot of them. Obviously more than you would get just if you have 8 or lower game stage. But it does allow me to see how the zombie AI acts as part of this. And yeah, they do fall down and they do get quite angry, and they'll stand down here bashing, and then they will continue onwards. And this is obviously something that did not happen in Alpha 17. 17.1 a lot less so as well. But for 17.2, yeah, I mean, that random bashing is definitely been increased. Which I know they're using it as a way to prevent drop traps. They're saying, hey, no, you drop the zombie, they're going to bash everything around. But I don't know. I don't like that mechanic. I don't know how you explain it. You explain that they have feelings and they get angry because they fell down a little bit. It doesn't make sense. They're the ones who fall down. And I think that over a night here... See, now you have like this. Why is he here? Why was he bashing this one? Was he angry that I was standing here or something? So definitely a lot more weird behavior coming on. It does seem to work pretty okay though. You fall down. Oh. I wonder if they run faster and fall down less, but... Alright, so let's halt that for just a moment. What the... I meant... this. Okay. Let's go have a look and see the damage that they've dealt. Obviously they destroyed one of the blocks. It's just normal reinforced concrete, so it's not so bad. Anyway, this one, a little bit... I mean, a couple of hundred damage and everything is not a huge deal. Taking out these blocks makes absolutely no difference. This one's a little bit worse, but there's enough here that in case they take out one of the pillars, it probably should still be fine. This one is obviously in a very weird position. And yeah, some damage here, and they still do this damage to these ones as they fall down. It doesn't really matter that much because you compare them, and even if 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever of these blocks get taken out, there's still enough ways for them to run. So I would say this one still works. You do have that issue with them bashing here, and if you push out the pulse further, maybe fill this with the water, then they will do that less. But you will be getting damage to the sides and to any pillars that you're having, so you have to take that into consideration. The general way that I was doing this one is that they will run and they will fall down because there's only a few of them who will actually make it past, and I think that works still really well. it does slow them down. Even with 32, you saw that only once in a while will they come through, and you can melee them, and you do that. But yeah, it is at the expense of some damage throughout the horde, because nothing else is here to kill them. Obviously, you could set up this to kill them as well, but that's not what it is. So I think it still works, but yeah, you have to be a little bit thoughtful about any damage from the aggro that is happening. The temper tantrum. Angry zombies. Alright, so let's try the next base then. Alright, and we are now at the quad ramp base. That has some traps at the bottom as well to kill them, because obviously the ramps might not. And let's see, you see they run past. Okay, they're spawning on that side, and I'm here. There's a full gap to tempt them to jump over. Whoa, the dogs jump really fast. Let's see what they do here. I am expecting that they will try to damage. Yeah, the dogs jump really weirdly, like here, and then they jump straight up. Sometimes. Okay, he jumps over. You'll have the cops spitting, of course, which is still alright. So again, it's a high game stage, and I have 32 zombies, and I do have the dart traps behind there. I do have the blade traps and electric fences. So you see they are doing quite a lot of damage here. So it's not just the fall that is killing them, but also the traps, and that's something that can be turned on and off. The idea of this one was, did I just take out that one, or did I maybe I missed it last time? So the idea is that they will run up and do this perpetual running, but also that the traps will help to take them out. The electric fences will do a fair bit of damage. The blade traps will also, of course, the blade traps will expire. They will take the reflected damage and will stop. But then you have, as you can see, something exploding. You also have the dart traps, and dart traps are really, really good. Actually, that might be a way to prevent zombies from bashing your walls. If you have, let's say you have a trigger plate in front of the wall, so that if the zombie is standing there, the dart traps will fire through the arrow slits and they will kill them, which means that they are not going to be standing there very long at all. So this, okay, so he's, alright, so I didn't protect these ones in 17.1, as you can see. I have had a load of blocks on the side, and well, they've taken out a lot of this stuff here. Angry ones. In Alpha 17 and 17.1, you never saw them do any real damage. Here, I think that, they take out something else. Yeah, they took out something else here. They're bashing the sides of the walls there. But here they do jump up here and they get angry, so they do aggro here. And that's going to be a problem due to the design. Because, well, the blade traps are gone. And if they take out the tripwires, then electric fences, stuff like that, might also stop working. Actually, it's electric fences, not tripwires. I don't think they'll take out the trigger plates because they're in the ground. Yeah, you see they are definitely going for the pillars. That's really interesting. That's something that they really did not do previously. I think the general way that this one works is still pretty alright. You see they are hitting a little bit here, they're spitting. But you do have the issue with zombies that are aggroing and temper tantrum, and even though they have to take out quite a lot of these pillars in order to bring it down. I mean, you see they've already taken out one, and they potentially can bring out the second one, and that will probably cause this one to collapse. Oh no. Yeah, this is a bit of an issue. This one is seeing a lot more damage than expected. What I would probably do, I would... this whole thing, I would possibly push it further away. Because right now it's like 4 apart, and I could push it like another 5 out on the sides. Such that it's not what they're going to be bashing just because they get angry. But it still means that they would go for the pillars and everything. And I suspect that if I take out this one... Oh no, it doesn't actually. It's still strong enough. Alright, let's... Oh. What? Okay, so that's still working pretty well. And now, let's... Okay, God mode. P, alright. Oh, that's why it didn't work. Alright, let's do this. Okay, stop. Alright. So let's see, then let's replace with ones again. You see, they do take them out, and eventually that will cause failure here. This one is not... Oh, they're taking this one out as well. I don't think it'll make a huge difference because I don't think they'll beat the dot traps behind. But eventually, if they take out all these pillars... And let me do that. Okay, apparently this is a lot stronger than I thought. Okay, damage. This one? No. Okay, so I built this one really to last. Even taking out all these pillars, I think are still going to be fine, which means that they will do the damage, and I don't think they're going to go all the way out here to take out these ones. They might do some damage to them, but I don't think they will take them out. Okay, so the design is going to last, but as you can see, it's going to take a lot of damage. And I think that's something we're going to have to get used to. We're going to have to look at ways to avoid bunching up the zombies around your base, pushing pillars out, and sort of trying to, like if I had this one dug down a bit deeper, so that there's a few blocks in between, and then they have the pillars, it means that they would be like down here and running in a sort of in a trench, and instead of taking out the pillars next to it, because it's this is all just random damage that happens because there's no control of them. If there was a trench here instead that was sort of funneling them back here, you would avoid that. Of course, it takes more effort to dig down, but you could do that. I think overall it sort of works, but yeah, it's so much more damage. They're definitely doing more block damage, and I think that causes an issue with these kind of base designs, like any of them. So yeah, take it from what you want, but let's call that tested, and let's go to the next one. So this is the Hotdog loot base experience, whatever. And I brought down the amount of zombies to 16 because it was never intended for, well, 32 zombies. It's not wide enough. Hopefully it will still work. The way this one was supposed to work is that if I do this and this, they should be... Okay, they should be going definitely this way. I don't know why this one is angry here. Angry mama. Oh, they actually will burn on top of these ones. I didn't know that. Okay. And this one put out the fire. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, is he running out? Okay, the fire goes put out anyway. They will run over here, and of course they had these small wings to make it easier to run up so they don't destroy the blocks. Go through here and slow down because it's water, and up here fall down and then continue. Now this one, of course, by being elevated, means that these ones will take damage. That can obviously be helped by just putting a lot more pillars, and if you make them in concrete, it's not a huge deal. Alright, let's do here. So the aim was really to be able to stand here, take out the zombies with, say, you're sniping or something. Cops are always an issue. See if we can get some kills here. Let's get something. So you can get the experience by standing here, and because the zombies are slowed down with the water. Oh, and of course destroying the water. If they destroy the water because it's less slow, but otherwise you can stand here, just headshot, and if you're standing, let's say here, you can see through the water really easily. So sniping is fairly simple. Let's see if I can get some loot bags here. Come on, give me some loot bags. Okay, don't drown. Even though I'm in God mode, I might not be able to drown. but allows you to see really easily what's happening over there. See, they're not really bashing the sides, and you see they're still walking really slowly here in the water, and of course that is exactly what I wanted them to do. But no loot bags. Come on, we need a couple of loot bags. Nice and quiet under the water. Give me some loot bags. Come on. Help me out here. Oh, there. Okay, that's one. So the aim was that you can kill them, get the experience, and then you come here. Do this one. You can run over here. And you can loot. And... oh, come on, don't... Interesting, they could actually knock that one around. Oh, why is this one here? How did he get in? What the... come on. Why is... okay. Right. So at least I can do this. It still seems to work. And of course, if you wanted to melee them, you could stand here. Now, of course, I think these ones are a little bit frustrated at me being on that side. It might still be a problem, though, if they decide that they want to go through the walls. I didn't really upgrade them very much. But I guess that if you're standing on this side, you have that issue with them targeting the walls as opposed to trying to go around. But of course, you don't want to stand there too long. They see like him. Of course, you can always just snipe them. And these ones are going the wrong direction. Why is that happening? So the AI definitely is weird at times, and I don't think they've taken anything out. So having the electric fences really helps, and having the, as you can see, having the water also really helps because it really slows them down a lot. Now you can imagine if this was just normally 8 zombies, you would have a lot less issue with taking them out before they do much damage because the water slows them down. And you see, I can just stand here, and I'm not actually using any god weapons or anything. I'm just using an assault rifle actually. Of course, I have skilled up some to account for the radiated ones, but you know, getting some headshots. You're using up your ammo naturally. You could be using like the crossbow, but it's not as fast. And yeah, you do get them deciding to aggro there. But I think overall it actually works very well. I mean, it still holds up. You do have to take care of the aggro and temper tantrum damage. I will probably do that by just making this a solid wall that is holding everything up, so you can take damage but just repair it. Being able to loot still is fine, and yeah, he falls down there. They do obviously damage to things here, but yeah, I mean, you can still just search and loot here. I am getting the experience, so that's not an issue, and I'm not really any major damage. You might want to... okay. You might want to avoid the... you might want to avoid the vomiting on the side by... let's go in here. By covering the sides there. But yeah, this works pretty well. As long as you account for the damage, I think the Hotdog loot base works really well still. That's good to know. Alright, let's go to the last one, which is the really deep ramp, entry, trap, safe, whatever base. I'll be back. Okay. Night has fallen, and yep, the horde is attacking. And this is the deep entry trapped fall bait, not fall bait, trapped, whatever way. That there's multiple layers of these traps going down, and in 17.0 it worked perfectly. They had no issue, they would go down. 17.1 things started breaking, and yeah, this one is still broken. So for some reason they basically decide that they want to go through here instead. So they think that this is a really good place to go through. Let me get back this one. here's a really good place to go through, and I'm not really sure why. I think that maybe it's the easiest way through, and I'm not really sure why. What if I just block off stuff here? Can I do that? No. They think it's the fastest way down, and I guess to some degree it is. And now... Okay. They definitely don't go where I wanted them to go. They're still taking out these blocks. And the interesting thing is that even if they come out here, they can't go anywhere. So this is all blocked off now. So it's a really bad way of going anywhere because they can't get through anyway. But this seems to be the sweet spot for where they are going. They aggro, they take out this one, they try to dig down instead of walking around. And let me go here then. Let me go up a little bit so they are over there somewhere. Alright. I think it's because I'm too far down and it's a lot easier for them to go somewhere else. Alright, let's have a look to see if they are now going the path. But now they're trying to... But now they're trying to... Okay. So that's good at least. It looks like now that I have moved a little bit, I'm not as deep down. They have stopped going this direction. And they are actually following the path. Oh, this is really interesting. Alright, so there are the dart traps here, and there's blade traps and the electric fences. But let's see what happens here. Okay, what if I... Okay, so can I... Okay, let's turn this... Oh. Let's go for this one. So now they do walk all that way. Oh yeah. So some of them are still bashing the occasional block here. I think they're trying to get into this central shaft because it's... well, it was never built as a way to stop them doing that. And I think I would have to do that. And of course now they all... Okay, take them all out. Die, 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 die. Okay, now they... Okay, come on, stop. Interact, turn on. Okay, I'm bleeding. Yeah, I know I'm bleeding. Because I'm being attacked. Okay. So how does it look now? It looks better. So I'm not all the way down, obviously. But now it actually looks better. They are going down. Instead of getting stuck where they were, they are slowly making their way down. And let me see if I go one further down. Whoa. Blocked. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's see if they're still getting stuck here now. So now he is... Yeah, now they are. Okay, so there seems to be definitely a limit here. Right, so if I'm here, I might be good to go. Let's do this. Can I get them to... Okay. Okay, stop these ones. Okay, you guys are gone. No, he's... Okay, was that because that's where he wanted to go? Because of where he was going initially? Let's see. Okay, no, there are still some going this way, and this type of zombies, the skateboarder seems to want to go here. Okay, that's interesting. Do I have any concrete mix. Okay, this. It seems that every time you go into your inventory and stuff like that, it will. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, because it's not me. All right. So some of them seems to want to go this way. Not all of them. I guess it's that random thing with the zombies, and I wonder if it's because I have this shaft as well. And if I didn't have a shaft, let's say you have a... Because what I did here is that I put a shaft that goes all the way down here in order to be able to restock things even during a fight. But possibly if you do it this way instead, so meaning you have the door, so you can access it from this side instead of from inside, that might actually work a lot better, because a lot of them are now going this way, and some of them are getting stuck, I think, trying to get through in the shorter way. So what does this mean? I think that this means that with some rebuilding, this one might actually work fairly well. It might actually do that. Alright, now I went a little bit closer. I guess it's all got to do with the distance. Okay, so now they all moved. And now what the... Oh, they're on top probably, okay. Okay, so they're no longer stuck there. And they might... I'm shocked. Okay, let's not be shocked. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely that aspect of distance that is happening. But now this distance seems to be enough that they don't try to do that. They actually try to go for me, which is exactly what you want. And I am basically one up. So if this was my lower ground as opposed to one down, it actually seems to work very well. Okay, so what have we learned here? The pathing definitely does have a much more of a distance limit than it had previously. Can probably still be worked through because I have 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th. So I'm really way down, and if you avoid that, meaning you just pull them down, 3 levels or something, maybe it would actually work quite well. And of course, avoid having central shafts, even if it means that you have to go up in order to repair. It's sort of you don't have a good way of avoiding that one, and don't have side shafts, so you can do that either from the side things. Have everything in one way so that there isn't any closer way for them to get to. Because now, as long as they don't go here, as long as they try to make it through, there's really no way for them to get through very easily, because there's so many dart traps, so many electric fences, so many blade traps, and even now with 32 zombies, is it 32? Entity, yeah, there's still so many of them that it swarms it, but they still die. So what I would say is that with some modifications, this will still work really well, but it does have to be modified. This zombie area can still be worked through and worked around, even when you're having this kind of tall, deep, trapped entryway. Good to know, because the aim was basically be able to stand down here and shooting up, so you can actually take care of them as they come in. And yeah, I think we can do that, just modifying it a little bit and make sure that it's not so deep down. We should be good. Anyway, what do you think? Is the Alpha 17.2 AI? Oh, let's hold it. Stop. Okay, is the Alpha? Okay, he's still making noise. Let's go up here. So is the Alpha 17.2 AI too troublesome? Is it better? Do you still like to work around it? What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen in 17.3? Are things going to break even more? Are they going to get better? Let me know in the comment section. And I think this concludes our Alpha 17.2 base testing exercise. I'll see you again.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.